There we go. Good evening. Thank you for attending. If you would all please rise so we can honor America with the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
please join me in starting our ceremony off with a prayer. Our Father, God, how wonderful are the works of your hands. As we gather here today to celebrate a step forward into new places and with new people and new experiences, let us not forget the blessings that follow behind us. For this school, which has given us a safe place to learn and a strong foundation to build upon as we take this next step into your world. For our teachers who have so richly loved and cared for us, even at our worst. For our families who have cheered us on to the finish line and stood by our sides through the many bumps in the road. On this day especially, we thank you for the friends that we have found among our classmates, for all the jokes that we will laugh about in the years to come, for the hardships and tears we have endured together side by side, and for your love which has been made evident through the relationships we will carry with us beyond these walls. Please be with the class of 2020 today. Help us cherish these times because our time has been cut short. Help us remember the special times we shared and take these within our next journey. Lastly, help us remember our roots and those who have helped us along the way. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Eric Medley, and I'm happy to welcome you to the Fountain Central Class of 2020 graduation. The time has finally come for us to graduate, for real this time. No screening, no recordings, just us. It may be later than we all expected, but I guess better late than never. This isn't how any of us expected this year to turn out. We should have been living through our last months in high school, going to games and having fun in this building. But instead, we were locked down as the world faced new and uncertain challenges. Despite everything that has happened over the past month, nothing has gotten in the way of any of our plans. Most of us still plan on going into college or trade school. We still plan on taking the next step towards our dreams, whatever they may be. Nothing has ever stopped us from pushing towards the things that we want, and that hasn't changed over these past months. Our class has always pushed through whatever this world has thrown at us, and it has made us stronger. I believe that the kids sitting in front of me are capable of doing anything, and I can't wait to see where this class goes. Whether you are staying close to home or moving across the country, always remember these challenges we have faced. Let them strengthen you and push you into your future. My fellow graduates, my advice for you as you turn the page in the next chapter of your life is, learn from everything you can. Enjoy the little things, for they are what matter the most. Appreciate your friends. Have fun in every situation, and as Miss Britton would always say, have courage and be kind. It is my greatest honor to present to you, to everyone here tonight, the class of 2020. Thank you.
So, honestly, when Alexis asked me this year to introduce her, I wasn't really surprised because I begged and begged her to let me introduce her nearly all 4 years. I've always been the kind of person to speak out loud, and being one of Alexis's closest friends, I'm still honored to do it. Alexis is one of the smartest people I know, and she really doesn't give herself the credit she deserves. I've never seen anyone that understands the horrible AP calculus assignments so easily and also be 3 steps ahead of anyone else. Not only is she one of the smartest people I've met, but one of the most funny and athletic people I know. She's always filling rooms with her laughter and dominating in her sports while somehow staying up to date on everything academically, which still just blows my mind. It's great to have someone like Alexis in your life because of how much she cares and how much she loves to help. I've been close friends with Alexis nearly all these 12 years, and she's always been someone I can ask for help and has never changed herself for anyone. This class of 2020 definitely would have been pretty empty without Alexis in it, and I'm happy I got to share memories with her along the way. Your salutatorian, Alexis Griffin.
I held in my tears. Okay, well, thank you, Jitten, for that very sweet introduction. Not gonna cry, okay? Okay, so I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Maybe this is your second time, one via electronically and one now in real life. And it means a lot to us to see everyone coming out and supporting us. I want to thank my two best friends for just making me the person I am today, which is Eric and Peyton. I'll never forget our midnight runs to Taco Bell to find out they don't serve cinnamon delights past 11 a.m., which is new. If anyone wants to do that, you can do it. Then we'd always have to go to Steak and Shake because Peyton always wanted a shake. And playing night tennis and attempting, and we found out that my dog's a really good ball retriever, so if anyone needs one. But you always made me feel loved and welcomed, and there's no better two people that I'd want to spend my basically 12 years here with. Even if Eric is going all the way to Utah, I'll still be by his side. I'm just glad Peyton isn't going as far. I also want to thank my mom for giving me all the advice for my future and always being there to support me. This is a special night that usually unforgettable and very predictable. However, ours is going to be very unforgettable because of COVID-19 has made our senior year anything but predictable, but we have all overcame it. We may have missed out on a lot of our laughs, but that doesn't take away from all the great times we have shared together. From our days out in recess and swimming class, all the way to senioritis, which hit some of us a little bit more than it should have. But some of my favorite memories so far in my life have been created within these four walls. Some of my favorite classes have been sophomore year Algebra 2 honors with Mr. Sparks. Some people will never understand why this was, but it's because no one ever had an idea what was happening, and Din and Avery always kept us entertained. Also, Avery read the announcements in a different voice every morning, and my favorite was Elmo. It's pretty good. Another favorite class is all my Spanish with Profe and Miss K. Miss K, I missed you my senior year. It was hard not being able to have your laughing face all the time. And then Mrs. Howe's class my junior year, the genres literature was also one of the best times I've ever had, especially playing Yahtzee on Fridays. I'm also going to miss Wednesday morning breakfast at Sterling Christian Church and all our Fellowship of Christian Athlete meetings in fifth quarters. Jason Davis, if you're watching this online or in here, you have changed my life and my heart. I can never thank you enough for what you have done for me and my fellow peers. As for everything high school has taught me, the main lesson I've learned is, if you want something done to your expectations, you better be getting it done yourself. As for sports, my volleyball senior night, we actually won a game against Riverton Park. Thank God their best hitter was gone. The team really came together that night and played the best we ever had. I won't forget all of Reagan's blocks this season, which was a lot. Being their captain also made me realize that you don't have to be a vocal leader to be effective. Just doing the right thing and leading by example is just as sufficient. Even though our class always loses the homecoming games, which doesn't really matter in the big picture, we still represent our class well. Nobody likes sore losers. Even though softball didn't get a season this year, my favorite memories in this sport would take too many hours to tell. So I'll just share a few of mine. I love our team bus rides and locker room talks, hyping each other up in the dugout, watching Maddie make diving catches, and Shy gunning down runners from any position on the field. And Ben stopping the wildest pitches. I'm going to miss playing with you guys. I'm also going to miss hearing the team clap to the applause right before I go up to bat. Nothing is a better sound than that. Sports have always been a big part of my life. Saying goodbye to my high school career wasn't as heartbreaking as saying goodbye to all of the friendships I made. I'll always remember one of my favorite quotes from Coach Brown. If you have to tell people you're good at something, you probably aren't the greatest. As for things we've missed, I'm so sorry that this year wasn't what it was supposed to be. We deserved normalcy, but it just never came. To all the spring athletes, I'm sorry you didn't get a senior night and play your last game, didn't get your last home game and last game in general. To all of us looking forward to prom, I'm sorry we didn't get a normal prom with our fancy dresses and tuxedos. To all of us looking forward to senior awards night, I'm sorry our only recognition was a slideshow on YouTube. To the class of 2020, I'm sorry we didn't get to say our proper goodbyes. However, our adult future is coming up close, and there's nothing that stops time. Some of us will be heading to college, some heading straight to the workforce, and maybe some trying to figure that out, and it's okay. Everyone here has potential to do great things, and if you know anything about me, I don't lie or sugarcoat. So personally, I'll be opening my wings this fall and heading over to Butler University. I actually applied as a joke with its pre-application of why not attitude. Well, I got accepted and my mom made me visit the campus. The tour surprised me so much. When I first got there, a student held the door open for me, and that never happens in a city or even here. In January, I went to Butler again, and a student spoke there about why he chose Butler. He included the opening of doors there too. Apparently it's a thing, like students run and try to open doors for other people, and it's actually literally too, like all the opportunities that come from there. I felt at home at Butler, and they have 100% placement rate in accounting, so that sounds pretty good. Might blow you one, Mom. And this will definitely be the scariest thing I've ever done, but it's one of the hard steps to make my future easier and brighter. Hopefully that's the mindset everyone here has in the class of 2020 when making their hard decisions. And finally, I want to wish everyone the best of luck with their future. With COVID-19 going around, we're going to need it. Thank you.
I will be introducing Valedictorian. 1 million memories, 10,000 inside jokes, 100 shared secrets, one reason, best friends. Today I have the honor of introducing this year's class, Valedictorian. I first met this girl in 5th grade, and we had all the same classes, and after witnessing just how talented and extremely intelligent she was, I latched on to her for dear life. Since that day, I have never asked nor wanted another person as a best friend. There's never been a day I didn't look up to her as a role model or just for plain advice. Everything that she has earned has been not because she only worked for it, but she went above and beyond to prove that she truly deserves it. Over the past few years, I had to dig down deep in order to keep up with my studies and to please life. And if I ever needed anything, I knew she'd be right there cheering me on, offering any help or just showing cry. I know that if she'd not wandered in my life, I would not be the same person I am today. She has inspired me to work for what I want and leave it all on the court. Tennis court, that is. I would have never learned that without her. She's not only made an impact on my life, but everyone who she meets and is friends with. We've become each other's biggest supporters, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. There's no one here today who I'd rather brag about. She's my best friend, my person, the one who I know has my back, and she knows I have hers. I know that our paths are beginning to diverge as we graduate and venture off to college, but I know our friendship will endure any circumstance and reach across any distance. I hope I've been able to give you a glimpse of this remarkable girl as seen through my eyes. I can only hope that each and every one of you will be blessed with an amazing best friend such as mine in your lifetime. So please give you a much deserved round of applause for South Central's Class of 2020 Valedictorian and my best friend, Miss Serrani Hernandez.
Before I begin, I would like to thank everyone who has helped me along the way. I would not be here today if I did not have the love and support of so many people. First of all, I would like to thank the Southeast Valley School Corporation for providing a school system that I'm proud to be a graduate of. Thank you to all the faculty and staff for always providing a great place to learn and a safe place to be. Thank you to our amazing administrators who have been so considerate, compassionate, and eager in their attempts to provide us with a sense of normalcy during this unprecedented time. A huge thank you to the teachers for not only helping me succeed, but assisting all of us with your endless dedication to your students. I really could not have done it without all of your support. We are all very grateful to have such amazing teachers in this small school. Thank you to all my friends throughout the years because each one of you has made an impact on my life. An enormous thank you to Gracie Lyons, who has always been there for me. She believed in me when I did not believe in myself, and can always put a smile on my face. Of course, I have to thank my biggest motivator, supporter, counselor, best friend, and the reason I'm up here standing before you all today, my mama. She has been through so much and done so much for me, in order to provide me with the opportunities she never had. My mother made sure to give me her best and worst traits, including her responsibility, trustworthiness, and decisiveness, and not being able to spell a thing. But look, Mom, those long nights studying my spelling words paid off, even though we both still can't spell. Thanking her every day would not be enough, but thank you, Mom. Your sacrifices weren't in vain. I love you so much. We did it. Congratulations, class of 2020. Who would have thought that same class that as 6th graders had the need of conduct rulers would make it? Yeah, remember those? We sure showed them. We did it. Class of 2020, I congratulate you for making it to this day. I know each one of us has had our struggles in high school, and each year our grades seem to reduce in size. You deserve a big pat on the back for being here today. You did it. Long years, seemingly endless days, and then a quarantine to add to our waiting. As they say, we are history in the making. Even though this dark cloud has been looming over us this last semester of our senior year, I encourage you to see the silver lining. Sometimes life gives you obstacles that may seem unfair or too extreme, but you are given choices. Break through the obstacles or let the obstacles break you. You have to change your mindset and be optimistic in troubling times. COVID-19 may have taken prom, sports, ceremonies, and banquets away from us, but it cannot take away our accomplishments and memories. It should not take away our pride and hope. This is our time to be resilient. For example, we may not have had a senior prank, but at least we will always be senior skip day champions. If there is anything this year has taught us, is that life does not go as planned. Everything can change in the blink of an eye. You must always be prepared and should make friends with people who lift you up and want to see you succeed. Surround yourself with people who reflect who you want to be and how you want to feel. Energies are contagious. In turn, we should always strive to be a positive influence in the lives of others as well. With so much negativity in the world, we need to be there for each other. We need to build each other up. I did not get here by myself. So many people along the way have inspired me to be the best version of myself that I could be. The relationships around you, the people sitting next to you, they know what you're going through. You do not have to do this alone. The hardest thing I have ever had to learn how to do was ask for help. I believe one of the biggest keys to success is learning how to access and utilize your resources. Our most valuable resources here have been the teachers. Many of them have left a permanent imprint on our lives. I will always remember make good choices or have courage and be kind, shouted as we ran out the door so eager to leave at the bell. It's ironic how everyone was in such a big hurry to leave high school and now we all feel cheated because it ended so abruptly. The experience has taught us to appreciate what we have and live in the moment. The biggest lessons in life are the ones you learn without knowing. This pandemic has shown us that something that starts out small can ripple into something that affects everyone on a global scale. Actions and decisions that may seem like a tiny step on the road of life could result in a giant leap towards your future. There's so much potential in each one of you. Keep your head up, stay positive, work towards your goals, aspire to be the best version of yourself, and always know you got this. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Junior-senior high school, it is my responsibility to ensure that the requirements of the state of Indiana, the Commission on Education, and the Southeast Fountain School Corporation are met by those students intending to graduate. Superintendent Mr. Foster, I hereby certify to you that the members of the Fountain Central High School class of 2020 have successfully fulfilled all of these requirements. At this time, I present to you the candidates for graduation in the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mrs. Hammond. Good evening again. And before I accept Mrs. Hammond's certification of this class, having met all the requirements set forth by the state of Indiana, I'd like to offer just a few minutes of advice. Now, Mrs. Hammond this morning said my speech was about 16 pages long. I told Danny it was more like 3 minutes. So he's probably got the timer on me already. But what you didn't know is I'm old and I can't see. So it's double spaced at 24 font. So there you have it. Am I on the clock yet? But first, seriously, we want to thank everyone who's helped create this event tonight. The students especially, parents, family members, we thank you. We know this has been an extremely unusual time. It's been difficult, it's been frustrating, we get it. We get it. But thank you for your patience to let us get to this point tonight. I want to extend my congratulations to you, the class of 2020. Also congratulate your families and friends, as well as faculty, staff, and administrators. Each has had a very important part in bringing us to this evening. Please take a few moments in the next month before college, careers, and life starts taking you in different directions to thank those people. Thank your parents. Thank your grandparents, your guardians, other family members who have been there to support your journey. To our graduating class of 2020, your last year was insane. It's been quite a ride. I am truly sorry you had such an abrupt ending. When you left here on March 13th, we assumed everyone would return after a 2-week self-isolation after spring break. Like you, we had no idea, nor had even considered we would not return to complete the semester. While you lost out on your final seasons of athletics, your final concerts, programs, etc., none of this will define you as individuals. Unfortunately, I did not get the opportunity to know all of you well in such a short time. But I do know this class is full of resiliency. Tonight is proof. How many students, after going through a virtual graduation, would have come back for an in-person graduation? Most of them would have camped it in and said, I'm done. So kudos. Many of you will eventually smile. You'll shrug this off, focusing on whatever direction life takes you to this point, from this point. Everyone here tonight, and I'm sure the millions watching online, are very proud of you. One laugh. Oh. Now that got more laughs than their life. Yeah, stick to my day job, right? I was going, just get over it. We are very proud of you, and we're excited to see where life takes you. German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once stated, "That which does not destroy you makes you stronger." And I have no doubt that the members of the SAE class of 2020 will rise like a phoenix and will achieve many successes. Although the ending of your senior year may hurt a bit, you will have an interesting story for your grandchildren. You survived the great pandemic of 2020. A final quote comes from one that many may not consider in a graduation speech, from legendary rocker Bon Jovi. Yeah, I got a couple laughs from teachers, thank you. Don't get too comfortable with who you are at any given time. You may miss the opportunity to become who you want to be. Think about that for a moment. Don't become complacent and settle, as you never know when the opportunity to become who you want to be may come knocking at your door. Seniors, this is only the end of a chapter in your life's book, the beginning of your future with plenty more chapters to write. You are a special class, and we continue with some great FC traditions, but I have added a new one, and I hope and pray that you understand these words. It is indeed fitting that you celebrate and enjoy your success on this deserving occasion. However, please do so in a very responsible manner. There are many pieces of the puzzle that love you. They care about you. You have a life full of promised potential, and possibilities waiting for you, and we are anxious to see this occur. I truly hope you get the point of these comments. Now, before I turn it back to Mrs. Hammond, I do want to quickly mention, since I will be in close proximity to students, I will wear a mask to help protect them. Additionally, since there's not enough time to properly sanitize between each student, unlike the virtual ceremony, we will not be shaking hands. Kids did a great job with that this morning, got some forearm bumps and things like that, so I'm sure they're ready. They just want their diploma. See? Now then, Mrs. Hammond, I am pleased to accept your recommendation in regards to the class of 2020. Let's present diplomas.
Mr. Foster, it is my pleasure to present to you the individual members of the class of 2020 as they come forward to receive their diplomas. Alexis Kathleen Griffin. Denton Josiah Otero. Eric Lee Medley. Alexis Nicole Martin. Gracie Alana Lyons. Serrani Del Carmen Hernandez. Daniel Baker. Ashley Nicole Ogburn. Shai Ashton Rom. Hope Goins. Kyle William Milady. Catherine Ray Hurd. Avery Mitchell Walls. Chloe Elizabeth Allward. Nicole Elizabeth Urban. Kaylee Lynn Edmiston. Luke R. Davis. Matthew Grant Collins. Hannah Noel Clore. Autumn Rose Clore. Nicholas Chowney. Craig Shannon Black. Alexis Van Hook. Cody Llewellyn. Peyton Vaughn Kraut. Tiffany Renee Keller. Michael Andrew Huff. Frederick William Holtschneider. Caleb Snyder. Cody Levi Griffin. Nicholas Newell. Chelsea Lynn Morford. Alan Dale McMullen. Elizabeth Michelle McMasters. Madeline Trinity Massey. Hayden Lee Martin. Gracie Delphine Ziegler. Ella Logston. Sydney Lynn Wilson. Dana Janae Sanders. Layla Lou Estelle Gresham. Gabriel William Riley. Micah Keith Trusty. Nadia Day Rom Bradford. Reagan Elaine Oswald. Tamara Olvera Baradas. Jordan Taylor Ziegler. Courtney Jeanette Calvert. Hallie Jo Swinson. Corey Leonard Stewart. Caston Snyder. Jacob Lee Smith. Andrew Royce Sillery.
Class of 2020, please stand. And join me in wearing the appropriate attire.
At this time, please feel free to join our graduates in the circle drive back here behind the gymnasium in the parking lot.